Hello, all you beautiful eternal cosmic souls from the Cosmic Soul Tribe. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Thank you guys for being so patient with me. We're going to do a reading for you collectively because I just did one and it was basically a divine masculine feminine message. So this time we're going to try to get one that's more or less just for you guys. Let's find out what this energy is pulling towards for the collective. Let's see. Happy Saturday, by the way. Hope you guys are having a beautiful day. Did you see the way that those popped out? Hold your vision. A new romantic cycle begins. With them both together, that's pretty amazing. Okay, the new moon in Libra. That will actually happen on September 21st or 22nd, one of those days. Anyway, hold your vision because this new romantic cycle is coming and nothing is yet set in stone. So, mutable moon energy with fixed moon energy. Actually, let's find out. What's this really talking about a little bit here, Spirit? Thank you for showing up, by the way. The dragonfly. Lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change, things coming to light and healing. Okay, the dragonfly. It's a symbol for me because my brother that passed away, Jared, we always say he is the dragonfly, and my other brother that has passed away, Sean, we say he's the butterfly, the monarch. So when we see them around, we know they're visiting us, or there's symbolic meaning to it. So there is something about healing and things coming to light within holding your vision and a new romantic cycle beginning, and nothing is yet set in stone here. It's sensing to me that because it's all the waves, right? So it's kind of like it's a little bit wavy right now, but there could be some feelings of decrease in hope or faith in something, right? For some of you, it could be that you've been single for a long time, you've been looking, you can't find anyone. For others of you, it could be you've been wanting to get this job, or you've been really wanting to pursue this career, something in that sense that you've been really passionate about and holding your vision with, but like you've been feeling a little bit of sense of like decrease in faith. Like you just kind of like, is it ever gonna happen? Am I doing this for nothing? Let's get a little bit of detail on the nothing is yet set in stone. The burden, it only burdens you when you feel like everything has to be in stone. So there's something more precise coming your way that you don't need to set in stone. Means like in your mind limit yourself to that only. Okay, number 6 could be life path. Number 6 could be something to do with the 6th day of the month, could be something to do with June. 6th house is Virgo. We're in Virgo season currently, so the 6th house is being activated. Compromise. This is the time to compromise with yourself and allow yourself to not keep limiting your own mindset to something that's kind of outdated or overrated. There it is. It's overrated. Okay. There's a compromise you need to make with yourself so you don't have to carry the burden of thinking it has to be a certain way. But no, it doesn't. Things are going to flow. And then things are going to, you know what I mean? Do we know when storms are coming? Not really. We can only listen to what the weatherman says, right? But when we don't really know, and we can just live. We can just live and not have to worry about what's to come because we know we're being protected, we're being guided, we're being taught things, we're learning, we're experiencing, we're developing wisdom, and we're furthering our knowledge, and we're expanding on our consciousness, and we're doing all these things, right? We're doing a lot of things. So there's always something happening. Everything is shifting and changing, so nothing could really ever be truly set in stone. Okay, all right, let's see a little bit. How are they feeling right now? In control, clinging to the past. Number 5, life path number 5 could be significant. Politics. Oh man, there's something. Yeah, you guys are understanding why people always have to fall to some kind of control, because they lack the ability to be aware of how to control themselves. People clinging to the past. You've been noticing all these things with politics, with people hiding behind masks, with people pleasing, with people not wanting other people to not like them, with people doing and going against their own self, like betraying themselves. Because in all reality, if you maybe remember certain people growing up, you remember what they used to stand for, but going into further future wise, you've noticed that they don't stand for those things anymore. They fall into groups of people that have kind of held them back and made them believe something different than what they used to believe, or have ultimately changed them. But there's still that part of them that you know is still in there, but they're hiding behind all these masks and all these conditions and all these projections and all of this craziness, and fear is holding them back from, breaking free from that specifically, but they've kind of shackled themselves down. So you've been noticing this. Could be a lot of things that are coming to light about this right here. You could be finding out things about this, but this is really more or less just like maybe what's made you feel a sense of like losing faith. You're like, wow, because it's like you're stuck in a reality with a lot of other individuals who are also in the same reality as you, but like they're not really in the same world as you. Okay, like they got their own little world going on when you kind of divided yourself out of that world because you just didn't fit into it anymore. What is this new romantic cycle that's beginning? Six of Cups. It's past energy. So like not just like, I'm not talking about past like this life. It could be for some of you maybe slight 3%. I'm only feeling it's not very many of you. It's more or less it's a past life situation that's coming to this life, and it has to do with something that you were learning in those past lives, that you have this person, whoever it is that you're going to be meeting, and this new romantic cycle is going to be beginning. This is somebody that you were learning certain things back then that you had to complete. Then you had to go through a whole nother cycle to learn these other things to get to this like location to in your life right now, like this journey point to meet up with this person in this life. But you're going to feel the familiarity, you're going to feel the similar things, you're going to be able to share experiences of the recent experiences that you had just went through with this person. That's why God is telling you to hold on to your vision. A new romantic cycle is beginning. You could be seeing this happen and transform quicker in Scorpio season. You'll see it maybe start to form in Libra season, but in Scorpio season things are going to kind of take off quicker. And it's really the emotional depth of the connection that you're sharing. The Three of Swords is in the upright. There's pain, there's betrayal, there's backstabs, like you feeling all the wounds and all the pain. You're going to be sharing these things. You're going to feel very familiar with the way that you both share. And you're also going to feel like the deep empathy for one another and what one had gone through, because like the Chariot and then the Ten of Cups, you're going to be taking action on like family, stability, security, bliss, maybe vacations. You're going to maybe go on a vacation together because you want to get away. Something about the winter could be significant. You could be like, it's winter, let's go to the beach and go to Hawaii or something where it's not winter. Going somewhere down south instead where it's not as snowy or whatever. But Libra's energy is here. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. The full moon in Pisces is actually tomorrow. So there's something maybe that's initiating this entire sequence that's happening in your life right here. And with that being the mutable moon of like nothing is yet set in stone, it's trying to tell you to believe in what you think is impossible. Because you're starting to believe it's impossible because your faith is depleting, you know what I'm saying? But God doesn't want you to lose that faith. He wants you to hold it. So that's why you needed this reading right now, collective, because you guys are going through this moment that you needed reassurance or clarity to keep holding on. Is there even any signs or symbols or whatever? This is it. This is the sign. This is the symbol. This is for you to keep pushing forward, and beautiful things will come from whatever this was that you had to learn and understand. And knowing all this too is helping you to use your discernment for the future. Knowing all the knowledge that you learned throughout your lessons and what you've completed in the past, you're going to know how to judge a character, but not like judging in a way of like, oh, you're less than me. No, judging them in a way of like, are they worthy of being in my life, or are they not worthy of being in my life? Are they going to lie to me? Are they going to betray me? Are they going to stab me in the back? Are they going to hurt me? Are they going to harm me, or whatever, you know? But you should know, are they going to benefit me? Are they going to give me more life? Are they going to make me feel vital? Are they going to share a connection with me? Are they going to develop with me, expand with me, etc.? But then you should also know that there's no such thing as an attachment. So you would know whether you would want somebody to benefit you or not. But you would also know there's no attachment to it, because you wouldn't want to be like, I'm attached to you now, but they have to go their own way. And then that will hurt you. But if you enjoy the relationship while you have the relationship, and then they go their separate way, you feel good about what you had at the moment you had it, and you're accepting of them moving forward in their life. And understanding of it. The Lovers. Yeah, so there's a lot of love here. Ten of Cups, the Chariot. Like, I mean, that's a really good pairing, if you ask me. And it's about marriage. It could be about union. It could be about engagement. It could be about agreements or contracts moving in together. The sun is even on the bottom. I cannot say that this is just the most perfect pairing I've ever seen ever. Besides when I've seen the Emperor and the Empress, or when I've seen the Hierophant and the High Priestess together, but this is a beautiful one right next to those. And I'm happy for you guys. The full moon in Gemini is going to be in the beginning of December, so that could be a significant time right there for a lot of you as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Have a beautiful rest of your day.